Now we go to the next step. What happens when we do these two things? That is self-awareness, repetition, and detachment. We will grow self-conscious. And then what happens? We have what we call, what Patanjali calls, the intuitional capsule, which is your real existence. A capsule means a pill. The process is continuously practiced. That is, the repetition of the self-awareness until it becomes a continuity, and also the detachment. Then the intuitional capsule of yourself will reveal itself. And it contains the following items. The first item is the I amness, which is the reality in you. And discrimination. That is the instinctive capacity to decide, to know what is temporary and what is permanent, what is eternal, what is periodical, what is desirable and what is not desirable, what is to be taken, what is to be rejected. When the lower nature is there, it is to be rejected. See, after the lower nature is observed in you, there is nothing that is to be rejected. That you will know with the help of this content ingredient of the whole capsule. This is the second item. And the third item is the application AP ఒకటేనా?
APP.
Application. These three faculties are made in the capsule. Application means you will begin to apply yourself. Before that, you are knowing, you are thinking, and you are receiving, and then sometimes you are applying what you are knowing. But here you are like fire. It applies. You see, if you have a matchbox, you have to apply it. But if you have fire here, it is continuously applying. That change occurs in you. That is, application is realization in thought, word and action. These simultaneous items put together. The I amness, that is the ray of your real existence. Just like the sun has his ray, it is the ray of your real existence. And the discrimination, automatically when the light is there, you will know articles in the room and you will know which is needed immediately and which is not needed. The second aspect. The third aspect is application. On the physical plane, these things are different from application. You see, when we come to the physical, the seventh subplane of the seventh plane, the application is different from the other two. That is why in the Indian scriptures it is said, on the lower plane, the container is different from the contained. You see, on the physical plane. Here an example is given in the Indian scriptures. Suppose there is a tumbler made up of ice, ice block. You put water in it. The container is different from the contained. Also on that plane, when there are 2 or 3 ice blocks, they have separate identity. On the higher plane, the whole thing becomes water. The container is the container, and there is no mutual objectivity. Okay. So, the Lord of the plane and the lower planes, the Lord or the angel of the plane is different from the plane itself. When you go higher to this plane, the Lord of the plane is himself the plane. His existence and himself are identified. That's the reference according to the Indian scriptures. This is also an interesting point. Now, when this capsule reveals itself, the lower disappears. Just as when 1,000 candle power lamp is given, the 30 candle power bulb will lose its existence in it. So everything is planned. He should become the plan before he treads the path. He is expected to become the path. Yes. Now, this state is called by Patanjali Samadhi. This Samadhi has 2 stages. We attain it by 2 stages. The first stage is when we feel the presence of these 3. It's very subtle. When we feel the presence of these 3 faculties, it is the first type of samadhi. It is called conscious samadhi. When we are new to it, we are conscious of these faculties. Then we are in the conscious samadhi. Just as when we purchase a new car, for some time, some days, we are conscious of the car. After some days, the car will be with us, but we are not conscious of it. Though a layer of consciousness is driving and protecting the car and making it clean and everything. We do the same thing, but we do not feel its existence separately. That is the B type, the second aspect of samadhi. Then only the capsule exists and not the parts. It is called supra-conscious samadhi. These are the states we are promised to attain when we follow the procedure given by Patanjali.